I'm in my favourite little forest on the banks of Lake Samson Vale in Queensland, Australia. And I was reflecting and thinking about some of the opportunities that God's led me to the brink of, just as if it was bringing me to the edge of the promised land. And then whether my character perhaps wasn't developed enough, or I lacked courage, or for some reason I stumbled and I pulled back and I never made it across the line, and I never made it into that area that, I look back at life and I think, you know what? It's kind of like, we make a lot of mistakes. We have a lot of opportunities and we fail a lot of times, And I also look back and, there's been a lot of times that I haven't failed, that God's given me opportunities. I've risen to them and it's been amazing. And I've seen God do things totally unexpected. But so often we look back at our lives and we think, you know what? I could have done better than that. I didn't rise to that, and maybe God was trying to speak to me, and there was an opportunity there. And we look back and we have a sense of failure. I missed it. I was reminded of the fact that as a father, and I've loved being a father of our gorgeous daughter, Jessica, but as a father, you give your children opportunities that you know full well they're probably going to stumble at while they're young and immature, and particularly when a child's a toddler, and you try to get them to stand on their 2 feet, knowing full well they're going to stumble, but you say, come to daddy, and the little kid comes and they stumble and they fall, and they don't hurt themselves. It's like a father grabs that little child, or a mother grabs a little child before they fall. And I felt reminded and prompted of the Lord that that's what life's like. And as we are maturing and growing in God, there's times God, it seems as if He offers us opportunities, and we kind of try to rise to it, we're not ready for it, and we do it again, and sometimes it takes a few years to rise to that, and you kind of think you failed. Well, you didn't fail. You just learned where your areas of weakness were. You learned where you need to grow up. You had an opportunity for something that you knew you weren't ready for, and God gave you those opportunities to prepare you for it. You see, the steps of a good man, a good woman are ordered by the Lord, and He delights in their way. And though they stumble and fall, they're not cast down, for the Lord upholds them with His hand. And it doesn't matter whether you fall once or twice or 3 times or how many times, you get the opportunity to get up again and go for it again. So the issue is not focusing upon the opportunities that you missed, but upon the opportunities that they've prepared you for. You've grown in wisdom, you've grown in grace, you've kind of like been inoculated from failure, because you failed in a small way to stop you from failing in a big way. And you get the point. And I think it's a great thought. The idea is just keep going. I've had promises in my heart for decades. Why should I give up on them, God's preparing me for them. I may not have reached all of them yet, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to in the future. I got a good 20 plus years left, and I'm going to go for it. Amen. God bless you guys. Thanks for joining me on my walk.